Yo.
Uh-huh.
He got added.
Who?
Amari. To that card. It's on Boxer.
Oh, in Oakland.
Yeah.
What up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the Wynn Casino for a special treat. Birdman rubbing the hands together. We got a special treat. Amari Jones is in the building. And, you know, I kind of get a kick out of telling people about people, kind of like the hipsters do, right? You want to be the first one to put somebody on. And, yeah, I want to be that guy. You know, we've been talking about Amari for some time. And, you know, he did a great job with Keller Plant. Now he's got his own fight lined up. Just a lot of things to talk about with our first guest, Amari Jones, DHP, promoted fighter. We are also going to be talking some sensational news. I mean, Isaac Cruz kind of left a bad taste in our mouth by not taking the Shakur Stevenson fight. But damn, this is a redeeming, Danny. I swear, if you're willing to move up 5 extra pounds to fight a bigger puncher and your excuse is you'll take it as long as there's a belt, well, maybe you weren't ducking Shakur. Maybe it's just, you know, there wasn't no belt there.
Still turned down the fight. Can you hear me?
I heard you say he still turned down the fight.
Still turned down the fight.
But what's more dangerous?
I mean, I would say Regis.
So if you duck a fighter, but you willing to fight Wilder, are you scared? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not calling Regis Wilder, but I mean, my man do have power. You know, he makes the fight. He's pretty aggressive. I don't know.
Naturally bigger guy, not here.
Naturally. He been at 40 his whole career. So I love this.
And he says he makes it easy.
I love this. Honestly, I do. And I read the story. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, his father ain't going to let him take it. It's actually his father that's saying we would take it if a title shot is offered. And not only that, Danny, this ain't cap. In the story, he makes it clear so that when Regis reads it, he understands the ball's in your court. In the story, I think his dad's name is like Izario, something like that. And he says, Regis has a voluntary. He can pick us. I mean, it's over. Like, now we need a network. Is PBC willing to work with Probellum? Can we put this on a PBC Showtime channel? Or is this going to have to be, you know, something that Probellum shops around because they don't have a network?
Does this have to be main event?
Oh, wow. You disrespectful.
Now I'm disrespectful.
I'm just saying.
Now I'm disrespectful.
Danny, this ain't a main event to you. Would you have put Shakur versus Isak with no freaking belt on the undercard of anything?
On the undercard of the right fight, I would, yeah.
Yeah, but the right fight you can't think of at this time right now. You know that. You know that. It's hard to, like.
I'm just saying, neither guy has a big promoter.
True.
Neither guy.
But one, he's advised by Al, though, right? Isak. Gotta be.
Something.
Or is it Nelson? Sean Gibbons?
I know he's with Sean.
I
don't know if he's with Pitbull too. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I don't know.
I like it. I don't want to like even think of negativity because look, you got Regis that can't get a fight either. Jose Ramirez turned it down. Who else turned it down? A couple people turned it down. He's going through the same, like he's the 140-pound version of Shakur Stevenson in terms of the WBC rankings turning it down.
I ain't knocking him. I don't know. I just think it like Regis is like a clear favorite.
I mean, you got to make him a favorite. He's bigger. He punches. he's the champ.
And he the true 140 pounder.
I still think it's a smoking fight. I like Isak. You know, I think that's why TV looks for those style of fighters. Like, we naturally are attracted to the guy that's making the fight or pushing the fight. You know, it's that bravado, no? And that's what Isak has. Do you think his power carries 5 pounds up?
No.
Now, you ain't fronting because he wasn't knocking everybody. Like, only, what's his biggest knockout? Gamboa?
Possibly, but nah, man, he ain't.
But you're saying, nah, the power will not carry up.
I don't believe so, no. I mean, my man's, he has a 62%. Yeah, he got Gamboa. Okay, the last one was Eduardo Ramirez. I forgot he even fought that guy. Look, Eduardo Ramirez. Did you remember that fight?
Nah, and guess what? Rayo Valenzuela, who should be fighting Cobra on the Benavides plant card, he knocked out Francisco Vargas, former Mexican champion El Bandido, but not the person in question, Isak Cruz. They went 10. And isn't that
Thomas?
Bro, don't tell me that's Jose Romero. Or is it Juan?
Thomas Matisse had a controversial with Pitbull. That was a majority decision.
So I know this guy too, Jose Romero. He didn't knock him out either.
That's what I'm saying, champ.
But like, I mean, Regis, it's still the style.
Regis would be a minus 350.
Wow.
Regis would be a minus 350.
What was he for Josh?
He's a small, like, Pitbull's a small 35 pounder, bro. Saying he's a small 35 pounder. If he wasn't Mexican, he'd be a 30 pounder.
He's 5'4".
And let's see how big is Regis?
I haven't checked his.
Let me see. Regis is 5'8", according to Box Rec.
63-inch reach for Isak.
67 for Regis. Regis with the 82% knockout. I mean,
yeah, he's got all the clear advantages. Yeah. Former world champ, current world champ, more experience, been in the ring with tougher opposition. Now, I guess I got to say tougher because he's more consistently tougher, right? Like, yes, Isak fought Tank, but, you know, Regis obviously fought Josh Teller and other tougher
So names. Look, obviously lost by majority decision to Josh. Juan Jose Velasco, no, wrong. Terry Flanagan, he beat by decision.
Regis did.
Right. Cool. That was a good fight. Title. That was the diamond belt on the line. Bro, before that, his last decision, you don't know this guy. Amos Kowart.
Never heard of him.
You know, it was so long ago. So Regis actually knocking motherfuckers out versus Pitbull, you know.
Still a good style matchup, though, because Pitbull believes he can knock you out.
No, for sure. And he makes it uncomfortable, and he has, as of late, been getting those knockouts. So Amos Kowar.
Wow, you're repeating that. Nah, my bad, guys.
Yeah, his bad, guys.
Yeah, man.
But let's go ahead and get our first guest.
Absolutely. Excited.
So we'll go ahead, take a quick intermission, get Amari settled in, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, use this time to check out our promotional ad here with the Hibernation 5 Kenichi Bear detachable mic headphones. You can use them to listen to the show. You can use them if you're gaming on your Xbox or PlayStation. And remember, you're supporting your favorite show by copping a pair of headphones.
Word.
We'll be right back. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We are back with our first guest, Amari Jones. Amari, man, how are you? And thank you for obviously taking out the time to come into the studio and chop it up.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me. You know, y'all my guys. Y'all asked me, you know what I'm saying, get on the show. I know I missed last time, but I was like, I got to make it up to my guys. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Since the last time we interviewed you, though, you've gone to Australia twice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. How was that experience? Let's start there.
I mean, the first Australia was definitely like the eye opener. You know what I'm saying? To really fight overseas. My first time as a professional. My second time though boxing, fighting overseas. But the first as a professional was just different. It was like, you know, like just seeing how the everybody was against us and like didn't like us, and you know, just being the underdog in a situation. Even though I was there to, you know, we was there to get the wins, and you know what I'm saying. So. It was definitely just a life-changing experience. And the second time going, it was like I was more accustomed to what was like. I was more used to like what was gonna happen.
So how tough was that second opponent, you think? Or did you want the rounds? Did anything go wrong and that's why that fight went 6?
No, that opponent was just really tough. He was a veteran. He was, I want to say he had almost 30 fights. So the opponent was just very tough and rugged. He was like, I think he was about 32, so he got lots of experience.
Yeah,
nothing
he got 148 rounds fought.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely a lot of experience.
Yeah,
there.
I wouldn't say anything went wrong. It was just, you know, it was a good opponent. You can't get everybody out of there.
For sure. Absolutely. Just wanted to make sure because I know since you're traveling to another country, there's so many hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
You guys were like, I think 17 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, so I didn't know if you would say, yeah, you know, this time around I had jet lag or I never was really to catch up with the time zone.
Yeah, nah.
How was that? How was the flight? You know, obviously adjusting because that shit's long to Australia.
For sure. It's definitely a long flight. Going there, I slept a lot on the plane. And so, like, the flight wasn't that bad, but, like, getting there.
Hey, you were in economy or business?
I was in economy.
Yeah.
How big is that seat? Because I was afraid to go because I couldn't afford business.
And
I'm tall, but you tall.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. I want to say on the way there, I had, like, an exit row, so I was able to stretch my legs and everything.
Nice.
So,
yeah,
I was cool.
Exactly.
But yeah, the first time was the one that was kind of like, you know, I don't know how it's going to be with the jet lag and everything. But we went 3 weeks before the fight, so we was there and we got adjusted to the time. And the second time, it was just everything was just like clockwork. You know, we knew we was getting ourselves into with the like landing and like when to work out, when to sleep. So yeah, like the second time, we just knew how to.
You guys went on a run as soon as you guys
Damn,
the second time.
That's
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here repeating that like, yo, there was a rumor Dev went on a run. Did you go on the run with him as soon as y'all got off?
Yeah. The first time I remember we landed at like 6 a.m. By the time we checked into like the Airbnb and everything, it was probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Me and Dev, we dropped our stuff, changed, went for a run.
Wow.
And came back, and that kind of like programmed us already right there. And then so we did the exact same thing, you know, the second time around.
So when I heard that, I had automatically assumed like he was trying to run. Now I know you both went. So
Yeah.
I was trying to assume that y'all was trying to run to get tired so you do go to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. And also like both times the first couple of days, like our sleep schedule was off. Like I remember like I would wake up at like 5 a.m. and be up to like probably like 9 a.m. every day for like 3 days. And eventually like from working out and all and just really moving around on their time, it got me accustomed to everything. So
wait a minute. So what time do you normally wake up? My man said I woke up at 5. Then
I mean, but waking up at 5 a.m. and going to sleep at like 12. Like,
because I was going to sleep at midnight.
Yeah. I stay up every night. Even when I'm here, I go to sleep at like 12, 1 o'clock.
You a gamer?
Nah, I just be up. Like I'm a night person.
Pillow talking. Pillow talking. That's what it is, champ. He pillow talking.
Nah, but yeah, like just waking up and that's just my schedule. It's always been my schedule. I'm not really like a morning person, but
do you feel like going there a second time to Australia, you made fans? Like when you got back, did people like know your name and know who you were?
Oh yeah, definitely,
That's dope.
definitely. Even the first time, you know, like being there, people was like, "Yeah, Amari, you're super good. I want you to win. Knock him out, knock him out." And then the second time, they was like really messing with me. So like, you know, I really took that in, like, you know.
That's dope. So I want to ask some business questions, right? Because it's like we see every fighter has a promotional company.
For sure.
But not every fighter is actually promoting. And
yeah,
you got to give Devin credit, whether it's his father or someone else.
Absolutely.
It's still his name. He's still there at your fights. He's getting you fights overseas. And yeah, I just wanted to know what your experience was like thus far. And also what made you go with DHP, because we're starting to hear that you had a lot of people kind of after you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, coming out of the amateurs, my amateur career was good. I could have definitely like went and tried to go sign to like a top rank or PBC or anything like that. But it was like when I came in and bonded with Dev, it was like it was a different feeling. Like it was like family for real. And you know, Dev being from Oakland, me being from Oakland, it was just like, why not mess with the home team? You know, keep it in the family. You know what I'm saying? And just really lock in and bring it back, because in the Bay Area, like the boxing is good, but like everybody does their own thing. It's like no unity with the boxing, and so I just wanted to. Me and Dev, we kind of want to bring the boxing back to, you know, to the Bay Area, to Oakland, and enlighten it out there. So signing with Dev was just, you know, really keeping it tight. You know what I'm saying? And Bill's real smart. Dev's real smart. You know what I'm saying? Look where he at. He's 24 years old, on top of the game. Been on top. Been one of the top fighters for years. So it was only right that I'd be like, as a young man, be like yeah, man, I want to be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like having nice cars, money, you know, belts at a young age. So it's like, yeah, of course I want to be around something like that.
Now with that, a lot of people see the outside, but obviously a lot of, you know, time, dedication, sacrifice, work come with that.
For sure.
You know, Devin in his career, young career, we've heard of all the big sparring and all the work that he's got. You're kind of following those footsteps young in your career right now. I mean, tell us. I know you're working with Tszyu.
Yes. You know, I've been in camp with Tim for about a week. They asked me to be in for about 3-4 weeks with him. So I've been in camp with Tszyu.
How do you get wind of you?
Honestly, Frank, my man Frank at Top Rank, he put it together for me. They was looking for some sparring, and Frank knew I'm the man to call. So
shout out Frank Still.
Yeah, shout out Frank for sure.
Yeah. So Frank put me with him, and yeah, last camp I was working with Caleb, getting ready for Darrell. I was one of his main sparring partners.
Did you see that coming?
The knockout. Honestly, when he knocked him out with his left, I was like, I definitely, like, that was definitely his money shot for sure. Because camp, he was working on that all camp. I seen him working on it with other sparring partners with me. He was trying to get it off on me. So,
but the double or just the left? Because he went downstairs, upstairs.
Yeah, just his left. Period. Like
okay.
it's a good shot. His jabs are very snappy. His hook's very snappy. So yeah, when he knocked him out with the hook, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. But yeah, I worked with Caleb last camp, and that was like, you know, really opened my eyes. Like, yeah, like, you know, this is real.
And
that's, in what way? In what way?
Like, it's real. Like I mean, like, as far as where my skills are at, like, I really got real.
You
like,
knew where you was.
Yeah,
after
I got
that.
real skills. Caleb got real skills. Like the top level is like it's real up here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by it's like it's real.
That's
like,
dope.
So like it really was like, damn, like made me really like
feel like you belong.
Yeah, and like really showed me that I'm really working hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's
congrats, man.
Thank you.
That's good too, because especially Caleb fighting at a weight, you know, higher than you, bigger than you naturally. You're at now 60, right? I know you started 54.
Yeah, I'm at 160. How
tall are you?
6 feet.
Like 6 feet, 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't measured my height in a while. I need to get it exact. Cause I tell everybody 6'1", you know, especially the ladies. I tell them 6'1".
Yo, but obviously signing with Devin, speaking on how you and Dev coming out of Oakland, coming out of the Bay,
For sure.
wanting to bring boxing, I guess, together
For sure.
for the Bay. You have a gym in the Bay.
Yeah.
Talk about that. It's in it's in Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh, yeah,
Pittsburgh,
yeah.
California.
Yep.
So talk about that, because obviously, man, I've seen the videos, I've seen the lives, I've seen it all, and you know, bro, the gym would be flooded with kids.
Yeah.
So you know, to me, those are kids off the street.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I just wanted you to be able to talk about that, and you know, let the people know about the gym.
Can you just start why you started the gym at 20 years old? That's pretty.
Yeah, for sure. It was kind of like a family thing. Like, you know, that was something that we always wanted to do. And like we always liked like watching like the Mayweather like Doghouse like sparring, and like just like the environment Mayweather gym always had. And it was nowhere like that in the Bay Area. Like Kings was a legendary gym out there. You know, Andre used to train there, and Kings just kind of like just died down a little bit. Virgil was like private, so like that's where like the best sparring come out of. So like we decided to like open up a gym, me and my family, and it was just like, you know, bring that spark to the Bay Area. That's like we trying to start that. So the Lions Den boxing gym is, you know, we trying to make it the best gym in the Bay, trying to make it the one that everybody wants to come to, and we definitely be turning all the kids up, making them, you know, spar and really giving them a family environment. Like, you know, we push each other, and, you know, me being the professional coming out of the gym, it's like I'm really like an idol to the kids. Like, you know, they really look at me every time I come in town. All the kids want to train with me, and it just motivates me even more.
Yo, is that kind of like weird in a way, given how young you are?
Nah, definitely, it's definitely something to like that I'm learning about myself to improve. Me as a person, I'm really not like a talkative person. Like I'm always laid back. I'm chill. Like I don't really care too much to be in the cameras and all that. But like I'm starting to learn like I gotta be like that. Like, you know, like to show the kids and to really be there with and interact with the kids and everything.
So when did you make that decision to train with Bill, and was he with you from the first fight, or did that happen down the line?
I came out here 2020 and decided to train with Bill, and he always ever since I met him, he was always like, man, you need to come to Vegas more. And so I came out here a few times. That was probably when I was like, he was telling me that I was like 16. Yeah, I was like 16 or like 15, 16 around there. And he would always tell me like, man, you just come to Vegas. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come. And I came a couple of times, but he wanted me to come more. And then finally I just moved out here. And yeah, it's just been locked in ever since.
So he being Devin is 4 years older than you now, you're saying. So when did you guys meet, and how did you meet?
We met through some mutual people we know from Oakland. And we kind of got put together like that. And Devin was doing camp out in the Bay. I want to say he was getting ready for, oh man, I can't even remember. It was a while ago. But he was getting ready for one of his fights, and they needed some sparring. And coming out of the Bay, I was like one of like the top amateurs coming out of the Bay. So they called me for sparring, and me and Devin sparred. And ever since then, we just been locked in.
Man, that's like that Crawford story.
For sure.
When
with
Bradley. Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened with Bradley and them?
Yeah, that's how. What the story is, that's how Crawford got put on with Top Rank. That Bradley brought him in for sparring, and then he did so good that Bradley went and told all the guys at Top Rank, like, y'all got to sign this guy.
For sure.
So
that's dope.
Yo, I'm just curious, what made you open the gym but so young though?
Slide in to follow up. How much did you weigh when y'all sparred? Because you were young.
Yeah, I was young. I was fighting 152. Amateurs.
Okay.
Yeah, 152.
Okay, so that's not too far off from where you at now.
Yeah, nah.
So you was always big.
Yeah, I always been tall, but back then I was lanky. Like I was fighting at 152, but I'd probably be walking around at like 158.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like tall and like skinny. So that's how I was back in the day. But What were you saying, Danny?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I know you said that it was something that you and your family wanted to do was open that gym, but like, why so young? Because the gym's, I mean, you're coming up almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah. So 2 years will be in August.
So you were what, 18, 19 when
Like 19.
Okay,
19,
yeah. So what made you decide to open it at such a young age, especially knowing that you would probably be more in Vegas than you would out there?
Honestly, it was just the opportunity that presented itself, and we just
jumped on it.
Yeah, jumped on the opportunity, and that's really all it was.
I feel that.
Yeah, and we just went full-fledged with it.
Nah, man, I love it. Like I said, I see the page, and I see all the kids in the gym.
Yeah.
After school, and it's like, shit, that's kids that's not in the streets.
For sure.
That's doing something else. So,
do you feel any pressure because of who you sign with, who you hang with, who you train with? Like, people expect you to be a world champion, or do you think it's not like that?
I mean, pressure. I'm not gonna say pressure because I work too hard. I work too hard to be feeling like pressure. So it's just natural, like, to just go out there and just work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, it's like I don't know how to really put it. Like seeing Devin as a champion, it's like you doing it. If I'm doing the same thing as Dev, I don't have no other choice but to be a champion. Me and Dev, we do the same workouts. He's undisputed world champion. So it's like, if I'm doing the same thing as him, it's only right that I am a champion. You know what I'm saying? I just got to apply it. So I don't really feel no pressure.
And
so, all right, with that though, do you feel maybe in fights, like, it got to be at least harder to get fights like, oh, this dude with Devin Haney Promotions?
Sure. It's definitely hard to get me fights.
Or I'm sure, like, even in sparring, oh yeah, you got Devin Haney, you got the champ in his corner, so it's like, shit, they trying to get they shine too.
No, definitely, and at this point, I'm just used to it. I'm just used to, like, a guy trying to want to get a name. Or,
you got on that wrist, Amari. Hold on, I just seen it come.
Oh, you just peeped?
No, I seen it come out
when
the
he
hoodie.
opened the door, I was like, oh shit.
Yo, that's kind of strong, champ.
A little something.
Benny got you together?
Yeah, Benny got me right, man. Shout out Benny, man.
That was was that a gift from champ?
Yeah, it was a gift. It was a gift from my guy, man.
Beautiful.
See me out here working hard, so you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to champ. Shout out to Benny.
Wait,
man.
so I'm assuming you got one of them new chains for the second fight. He had got everybody.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh wow.
Of course. Yeah. I got two of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I think you're one of the few people that got the old one and the new one, right?
I'm the only person that got the old one.
The old one?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember the old joint.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yo, so we was talking, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We was making some calls and getting on some people asked about you, Amari.
Did they tell you? Did they say anybody call for you from us?
Nah.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I called the manager because he told me that you wanted to get on that card in Oakland.
Yeah.
And I know Andy Vince is his manager, so I called her, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call the promoter." Because he told me you sell like 400 tickets twice out there. I'm like, bro, this guy sells 400 tickets twice.
Yeah.
And they said they were
now
gonna call
now BoxRec saying that you got a fight coming.
They saying you want the card.
Yeah. I've been in contact with the promoter, and so that's the
So
plan.
when did it become official?
I say, like, honestly, really yesterday.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah, yesterday, honestly, and so I've been in contact. I seen the card, and I'm like, man, like, it's a card in San Francisco, and ain't nobody called me, like, So I'm like, me and Dev, like, man, we gotta get in contact with the promoter, like, So we got in contact with him, and ever since then, we just been working and trying to get an opponent. But yeah, like, I sold tickets like that. I was 3-0, and I filled up a ballroom and almost by myself in Sacramento, and I did that on a Friday night during, like, rush hour traffic time.
And you're not even from Sacramento.
I'm not even from Sacramento.
About what, an hour out?
Like, really, it's rush hour traffic. That's 2 hours.
So what you projecting for this one?
the numbers should be up there.
It's a Saturday, champ. This one is
a Saturday night.
I don't think any other fights going on. We might have to shoot to the bay.
And we didn't make it to your last one, so
we might have to make it.
Yeah,
we might have to
for sure.
If we don't got nothing, we definitely gonna go.
That fight is what, 20 minutes from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? So 15 probably, depending on who's driving. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's gonna be there. You know what I mean? On a Saturday night, ain't nothing going on. That fight's gonna be a
So
movie.
it says at the Cow Palace.
Yeah, at the Cow Palace.
How is that venue? Have you ever been there for another fight?
I've never been to the Cow Palace.
It's a big venue,
but it's a big, hold a lot of people. I know they didn't held like rodeos there. They held like basketball games there. A lot of events. They used to do the Golden Gloves there. And I think like it goes as far back as like, I want to say like Rocky Marciano, and then like, to be honest, I want to say it goes as far back as
really.
It got some history at the Cow Palace. So
wow.
Yeah, I was talking to the promoter, and he was saying like, they trying to bring some light back into that as a historical venue. So
do you think they'll be able to secure you an opponent?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
You're in contact with the matchmaker, or they just gonna do their thing?
I've been in contact with him. He's been like keeping me updated on what's going on. So he's been like keeping step by step.
What date is that, Danny?
That is the 18th,
February
18th.
Oh. Yeah, I should make it out. I should make it out there.
Yeah. So obviously you've been sparring with Tim, though.
There's a lot of history in this venue. The San Jose Sharks played there.
Yeah,
the Warriors played there back in the day.
Wow.
That's actually where they lost to the Celtics in the finals. So
yeah,
it's some history in that venue, champ. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty dope.
Now the Warriors got that big ass stadium. That motherfucker is huge.
Yeah, now they're in San Francisco, right? The Chase.
Yeah, the Chase is right on the water.
Yo, so let me ask you: haven't fought in these different type venues? It's like you go to Australia, fight at Marvel Stadium in front of 50,000, and then you come back to the crib. And then you fight in Sacramento in front of your people. Like,
yeah.
What's that change like?
Man, honestly, it feel like going to Marvel, right, and knowing that we had like a select few people there. Like, I won't say select few, but like our crowd for us was like small, and then like people was there rooting for us and everything, but going back home the feeling is just
it's nothing like going back home.
It's nothing like it. So like I look in the crowd and I see just everybody. I know everybody here. Like I know all these people. You know what I'm saying? It feels so good.
That's kind of where I was going. I was gonna say you got the call yesterday.
Yeah.
Just what was your feelings like? Because it's like you said, you going back home. The people that know you've been boxing all your life and are expecting you to do well, get to see you and get to see how much you've developed. So it's got to be a different feeling for you.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, like nobody even know yet like about the fight. I haven't because I don't want to at first I didn't want to like jinx everybody, get everybody hopes up because everybody be so excited for when I fight, especially since my last two fights has been or my last two big fights have been in Australia, and then I had one in Sacramento in between. But like I said, that was like Sacramento is still kind of like some ways out. So when everybody hear about,
it was during the week too.
Yeah, on a Friday night. So when they hear about this one, this is gonna go.
So y'all heard it here first, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, and that card loaded. Let me tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, that card has Ronald on it, Andy on it. You got Kane Sandoval on it. But I don't know why, but they even got Evan Holyfield on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got young Evan on the card.
All the way out there.
All the way out there. That's what I said.
They from Georgia, right?
Georgia?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some people on that card for sure.
That's what's up. That's gonna be like a little party now.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely gonna be a good card, and it's gonna like bring some light to the boxing for sure. So I definitely look to filling it up in there and having a show.
Yes, tickets are available already. So if you guys want to go to thecowpalace.com, Get your tickets. This is a West Side Boxing Promotions. And yeah.
Yeah, man. So you've been sparring with Tszyu.
Yeah.
How is it like as a fighter? Because obviously what I do is totally different, right?
For sure.
I'm commentating. I'm watching y'all do what you do. So I look at Tim and I can't help but remember Terrell Gausha put him down. You got to spar him.
For sure.
Are you going in there thinking that and saying to yourself, he ain't got no chin? Or do you try to ignore everything that happened in the real world because in that ring is a different thing?
I mean, like you said, in the ring it's a different thing, but one, him and Terrell fought at 154 and they fought with 10-ounce gloves on. Two, every man is different. I don't know how hard he's punching. You know, I know I can punch, but like 16-ounce gloves is different. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can punch with 10-ounce gloves, 8-ounce gloves on. And Tszyu got up and beat him. So that shows you like how tough he really is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get hit on their button and go down. Anybody could.
So did. I thought that fight was, after he got knocked down, I thought it was going to be completely different.
Yeah,
and,
so.
Man, he came back and.
Yeah, we can't really sweep that under the rug how he really got up and put it on him. So, you know what I mean? Tim is definitely like a tough warrior. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got it in him. So.
Yo, do you notice a difference when obviously getting work with a fighter being from a different part of the world? I feel like certain parts have certain styles that they're more known for, or at this point, do you feel like everybody has kind of stepped in it with everybody, or like similar styles?
Honestly, with Tim, like the way he fight, he doesn't really fight like an Australian like fighter. Like when I was over there sparring with them, they was like unorthodox. So like Tim's not really, I wouldn't say he's unorthodox. He's like just like a pressure fighter. So like I typically see that with like fighting like the Hispanic fighters. They all like put pressure, and that's the kind of style Tim gives me, like a pressure fighter. He's gonna be right there in front of you. He's gonna dig to the body.
How do you deal with that?
Just stick to boxing. Just stick to what I know.
So moving.
Yeah. I always been a slick boxer. So growing up, like that's all. Like that was what I faced was, you know, pressure fighters and stuff like that. So I'm just I really accustomed to it now.
So do you think that your routine, what does it include more of? Because I want to believe, again, I'm not the fighter, I want to believe that in order to fight your style, which is similar to Devin's style,
for sure,
is stamina, running.
Yeah.
Is it that simple? Like, what do you do to be able to do what you do for all those rounds? Because what was the fight we just watched? Rashidi Ellis.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched that.
6-8 rounds, maybe he boxed beautiful, but sure enough, you get tired.
Yeah,
you got to move. He did all them beautiful pivots, but that makes you tired. So how do you not get tired?
Honestly, like is the endurance, like, you know, the running, putting the miles in, and in the gym is like you have to train your body to fight like that. So like in the gym, if you go in the gym and half-ass in the gym and do like on a pads, you do like, you know, the tap like type style on the pads, like all that, then that's not really like work. You got to really go on the pads and shadow box and really and be in there like you're fighting somebody. So in the gym, it plays a part as well. And you know, like I said, like the running and all that.
How often do you run?
Pretty much every day. Yeah.
Every day?
Yeah, I take it.
It's not every other day?
Nah, pretty much every day. I try to get at least, I'd say 5 to 6 runs a week.
How many miles per run?
I'll mix it up. I'll do like 3 miles and I'll do it fast. Some days I'll do 4 miles. Some days I might do 4, do 1 fast, slow it down on the next one, do another one fast, slow it down on the next one. Just all mix it up because you got to think when you're in the ring, it might be high intensity. So you got to train for that. And in the next round, you might slow it down, or it might be all high intensity, and then you can slow it down or however the fight goes.
Do you run? Sorry.
Outside of running, what would be the one thing you recommend that has helped you have the legs that you have and be able to move and box the way that you do, because
Definitely my strength and conditioning coach, Reggie.
Shout out Coach Red.
Yeah, Coach Reg, he definitely, worked me to where my legs don't get tired, to where I'm in the ring and I'm strong through all the rounds. So shout out to him.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot because you cut me off. But I do it all the time. I got Rue in the 504, but you kind of answered this. He said, any word who you'll be fighting next?
I actually don't even know the guy's name. I don't.
Also, you might have an opponent.
Yeah, I might have an opponent, but I just don't know the guy's name yet.
For sure.
Bro, you know that Michael Jackson went on tour at the Cow Palace?
Get the fuck out of here.
Cow Palace is legendary.
Bro, the Beatles, 2 tour, the first and their second ever tour, the Bee Gees, the Jackson 5, the Rolling Stones, like
the Cow Palace
Elvis.
is big. I think like the capacity is like, I want to say like 16,000 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I said they hold rodeos there, so.
Yeah, shit, 16,500.
Wow.
Damn, yeah, it's a big venue. It's just, a little old.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll get the opportunity to headline a major event in your hometown?
Definitely. When the time comes, definitely. I definitely want to do like, Oracle, Chase Center. When that time comes, I'm gonna definitely be ready for it.
Yo, does it really matter?
Can I just follow up? Are you just simply not allowing negativity to creep into your mind? Because I gotta say, looking at Devin, he undisputed and he still ain't get that hometown fight.
Nah, for sure. Definitely can't let the negativity get you, because man, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hate on anything you do. Like, whether it's good. Devin, before Devin got the belts, it was, oh, he's not this, he's not that. He got the belts and he's still not getting his credit. So it's like, man, like what do y'all want him to do? Go fight Tyson Fury or something? Like, golly.
Yo, I was gonna ask, at that point, does it really matter if it's the Chase or the Oracle? Like, does crossing that bridge, like when you at that level, does crossing the bridge really matter, being from the Bay?
Yeah and no, because one, it's like when you at the Chase Center, now that it's new and it's bigger, it's like probably the biggest arena. It's like, now you at the Chase Center, it's like that's a different ball game. But definitely bringing it to Oakland, Dre fought at the Oracle, and it's just that's huge alone right there. But just being at the Chase Center, that's just like you gonna really put some butts in the seats.
No, I ain't gonna lie, this nice.
Yeah,
the Chase is nice.
Have you gone to any of Dre fights out there?
No, I never been. I know he had one or two, I think. I never been to him though. I think around the time when Dre was fighting, I was really dialed in on football for real. So yeah, I didn't go to his pro fights out there.
Well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you, got anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to find out how you would assess Keller Plant versus David Benavides, obviously being as though that you were in sparring with him, and has he not contacted you for Benavides?
No, it was crazy. Caleb just hit me the other day. Was like, we gotta get some more work in.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely, we definitely get some more work in for coming up to this fight. And Caleb was a smart boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go in there. I can see him really boxing, and Benavides is definitely a threat. He's definitely a great fighter, but I feel like if you watch all the fights in history, boxers always win. Boxers always come out on top.
From your time in that camp, did you see anything special that Stephen Edwards was doing? Because Jose Benavides Sr. seems to believe that Keller Plant has what's his exact quote? I don't want to mess it up. Something about magic powers because he got the knockout.
Oh, he's saying that Steve helped him get a knockout?
He insinuating that he might have, yeah.
He insinuating basically where the power coming from. Keller being the puncher. What is Steven doing?
Oh, honestly, I've never seen him really work together or on the pads or nothing. So I don't really know exactly like what he's teaching, and especially that's my first time sparring with Caleb and really working with Caleb. So I don't know what's like before and what the change was.
Right,
after,
how to spot a difference.
Yeah, because in all honesty, like as a fighter, when you're in there and you're learning some new stuff, and just say like the sparring is like good sparring, you're gonna go to what you know, like all the stuff, like, you know, working on it's cool and all, but at the end of the day, you're gonna go to what you know. So I don't know. Me personally, I don't know what Caleb was, if he was doing what he know or he was working on the stuff that they was working on. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
well, I think those are all my questions. You have anything else?
No, I ain't got nothing else, champ.
I guess before we let you go, obviously the boxing world is heavily invested in Earl and Crawford. Do you think we get that fight?
Man, it all depends on if them two want it. You know what I'm saying? It's been years. I actually just seen a post I had made like from like 3-4 years ago saying like, man, this fight needs to happen. Like,
damn.
Yeah, it was like, I want to say it was like 2018 or something. It just popped up on my Instagram.
Memories came up?
Yeah. I was looking at my old shit and it just popped up. So that's like, that fight needs to happen soon. It's good for boxing. So, you know, it all depends on if them two really want it.
That's what I was gonna ask you when I lost it. When you were talking about running and you said you run every day, I wanted to ask. Oh my God, I'm missing. I just had it in my head. I just lost it that quick.
Bro, and you can't.
No, the running. Okay, wait. Fuck it. It's gonna come back. Oh my God. Jesus, this is embarrassing.
Running every day.
Man, I heard you getting ready for a fight next.
I'm trying. That's why I'm asking these specific questions.
For sure.
Bro, my man stopped smoking. That's how serious he took it.
Why you tell people that?
Damn. I'm supposed to
He let the secret out the bag. You got, yo, they ain't supposed to know?
Damn.
I
dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Yo,
next
cut
mic.
the show. We out.
Wait,
Damn.
it's that he was talking about running every day, man. And it's something that I wanted to ask about that. Lord. All right, well, whatever. But
You got an opponent?
I got an opponent.
All right. Yeah. When is the show?
25th.
February 20th.
That's
a week
the
after
hard
you.
part. A week after you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose, bro. Like, I'm literally working out every day.
For sure.
And trying to do everything. But I'm having major difficulties, you know.
He in his head.
I don't know if it's the smoking or what, but, like, that's why I quit. But, like, I'm getting overexerted. I'm exhausted in there. And I've been working for a minute. Like,
Yeah, no,
hard.
for sure.
But I feel like I get in that ring and it's like, phew, the energy just escapes me.
No, for sure. You've been eating clean?
Excuse me? Yeah, I'm eating super clean.
Okay.
I'm sponsored by Foodie Fish. Shout out to Foodie Fish. So
Yeah.
I get real good food.
Yeah.
I called Larry Wade and got like a recommendation because the time and like when we get out of here, it might be 2 o'clock. Then I gotta get home. So I'll eat at 2:30. I'm already at the gym at 3. He's saying that ain't enough time for the food to digest to give me energy.
Yeah, definitely.
So he had me buy like this drink, a carb drink to get energy because I'm like, I'm doing the work, but I'm feeling so exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to tweak.
Definitely one thing could be like, you know, you feeling sluggish because how fast you turn around and work out. So your body your metabolism ain't broke down the food yet to, you know, bring the energy.
That's what he said.
Yeah. So that could definitely be one thing. Also, you know, even running, like, you know what I'm saying, like if like the runs gotta be at a certain pace, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta push yourself during the runs. Like if it's easy, then it's not really working.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta really push yourself and you know what I'm saying? And when it's hard, when you feel it, that's how you know it's working. You know?
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Get the fuck. I'm sorry, yo.
What?
Yo, they saying that it's a good chance. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury.
On ESPN.
ESPN pay-per-view.
Oh, pay-per-view. Oh, wow. I missed over those 3 letters.
Oh, yeah. ESPN pay-per-view right there. Nice and big.
Wow.
Damn.
But what happened to Showtime?
I thought he was exclusive to Showtime. I thought Jake was.
I mean, it's still a rumor, though.
Yeah,
Still a rumor, though. But you're right. It could be contract. How many fights was that total?
Yeah, I think maybe
2 with Woodley?
No, yeah, 2 with Woodley and then
yeah, that's 3-fight
yeah,
deal.
3 fight.
Sound about right.
Yeah.
Well, we do have our next guest in building. So, Amari, please give out your social media. And thank you for answering all the questions and obviously giving me some advice.
For sure. And follow me on Instagram at official Amari Jones. And yeah.
Yo, you remember last year when we told you, because you had like Prince.
Yeah.
Amari and Prince wasn't with an I. It was with the number 1.
Oh, you changed it?
Yeah,
Bro,
I changed it.
Did the followers increase?
I just changed it I want to say not too long ago. So like I want to say I changed it like right after one of my fights. So I don't really know, but definitely
I feel like now for your next fight it's gonna be easier too because people look for you.
What's the woman's name that I heard on the radio Hot 97 interview? Miss Bess. Gotta tell her to get you verified. You verified?
No, I'm not verified. Man,
he know Miss. I'm saying her name wrong.
I don't know how he know her by, but I'll show him right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it. Jeremiah, if you can help us with this picture. We're going to go to promo and be right back with our next guest, Ezekiel Borrero. He's also fighting February 18th. We'll be right back. What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.